Good morning, friends. Welcome to goonlinetrainings.com. So, today let us continue with the demo part 2 on data analytics using Power BI, which is a 3 months course and it is completely hot skill. On this Diwali, I'm strongly recommending you to learn new courses because as the survey says, because of artificial intelligence and AI, because of automation, 40 to 50% of the jobs are going to be completely useless. Either you need to upskill or you have to reskill the existing skills that you have. Without a skill, getting into the any industry will be difficult and you cannot learn the skill within 20 days or within 1 month, right? I strongly recommend that you need to give minimum 3 months to 6 months of your time to get into IT industry. If you have any questions, if you wanted to ask any questions one to one, this is my WhatsApp and direct phone number, office direct number. You can call me on this number on 9919919452, or you can ask me any kind of a questions if you have at bhaskarjogi@gmail.com anytime. Right? So if you wanted to have any doubts clarification sessions, or if you wanted to have career counseling doubts, you can call me on this number directly. I will be able to give you a reply. Right? And this guy, Mr. Mukesh Srivastava, it does not have the proper degree qualification, has done BSc distance education in 2014, 10 years back. Now, because of one data analytics skill, he is getting now current salary is 8 lakhs into non-IT company because of one skill today, right? Because of one skill today is salary has become, one company has given 16 lakhs LPA, one more company has given 23 lakhs LPA. 100% hike here, almost 200% hike here. And this is what you will be able to understand. This guy is Mukesh. Recently he got job, so October 15th he got the job. I have yesterday given you his offer letters also. I cannot record it, but I will be able to show you the offer letters. You can also talk to this guy, recently like that. Not only, Mukesh, we have Akshay, we have Sham, lot of people getting 13 14,000 rupees per month, after 5 years, right? Now those guys are getting, 25 lakhs, 30 lakhs packages. This guy, 10 years of non-IT experience now today is able to crack this much of salary, right? So end of the day, what is important? Skill is important. PG or PhD will not give you any kind of a job. Remember this. Recession is temporary. Skill is permanent. You need to have proper skills. That skill you cannot learn within 20 days or 1 month. And don't approach the brokers. You don't get the jobs. You lose the money, you lose the confidence, you lose everything. So slow and steady wins the race. So learn with the proper faculty, proper gurus, proper mentors. You will be able to crack any kind of an interview in this world. I strongly recommend. Human brain is so powerful than AI, but unfortunately we are not training the brain properly. Clear? If you don't train the brain properly, then whatever you think, it assumes that that is the reality, right? If you talk to the peers, they will say that recession is going on, companies are removing the people, and don't go into any company. Our company is so safe. That is what even these Mukesh Srivastava employees are saying. After 10 years, you're jumping into IT, it will be very, very difficult. Somebody has told you, wrong, things. It is not going to be happening. So, like that, people were telling him, but always he calls me directly. He tells me, sir, this is how the people are telling me. But I told him, don't worry about it. So he took almost 1 year or more than that to getting into IT industry because it takes time. And he was also working and taking care of the family responsibilities. Course can complete within 3 to 6 months, but afterwards you need to practice, and recession is going on. So now he had landed into two jobs, right? Not only this, guy, lot of other guys from lot of places, Ujjaini, one girl from Chandigarh recently, Kaur. She was working for a call center, earning only 4 lakhs package. Now she got two jobs. One is in Air India, one more is in Accenture, Nagpur, I think. Nagpur or Pune, somewhere. She got recently two jobs. Now currently she's working for Air India. Like one more call center guy, Mr. Kaushik, he also got jobs in Kolkata. So end of the day, skill is important. I will give you big list. So end of the day, you need to have the proper skill. So that is what I strongly recommend, guys. So in this Diwali, so you need to strongly take this one skill, right? And learn properly daily. 2 to 3 hours of time you need to have. Daily notes you need to prepare on your own. So I will give you daily recorded videos. I will give you complex assignments to practice. It is completely practical oriented. 90% of the interview questions are going to be from my syllabus. You ask any existing student, they will be able to tell you that experience. Clear? All of them are from BCom background, botany, zoology background students, MBA background, BTech civil engineering, IT people, non-IT people, much more people are getting into this kind of a skills. Make sure that you also practice all of them. And today, let us concentrate on the demo number two, right? So yesterday, I was talking about what is data. So data is currency today. This is told by Microsoft. So data is everything today. This is given by Google company, right? So IT industry is going to be doing only two things. IT industry stands for information technology. IT industry is going to be storing your data with the help of RDBMS softwares, and IT industry is going to be processing your data. Processing means what? Computing. Clear? Processing means computing the data with the help of a language. So when you learn C or C++, Python, Java, .NET, any language when you learn, you are going to be processing your data. Processing means what I told you. So either you perform some operation or you may perform average operation, minimum operation, maximum or counting operation. Any arithmetical operation is going to be, performing. Either you may be sorting the data or doing this kind of an operations are called computing operations. Clear? If you wanted to store the data, you have a lot of tools, but one of the major tool IT industry is going to be using, the tool is called SQL or database management system. So database, as I told you yesterday, if I have large amount of gold, so I can store in the gold banking, right? If I have large cash, I'll go to the banking system, store it there. But if I have large amount of data, where will I store? Data bank. Data bank is called database. Clear? Database is called data bank. We are going to be using either Oracle, SQL Server, DB2, any bank we can use. Any bank we can use. We will be able to store the data. So that is what you got to understand. So end of the day, you have ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, you have State Bank of India. Any bank you can go, you can deposit the cash, withdraw the cash like that. We can go to Oracle and we can keep the data. We can go to SQL Server from Microsoft. We can keep the data. We can use DB2. Not we are not going to be using this directly. Companies like State Bank of India, Walmart company, or DMart company, any company, if they wanted to run their business means they have to store the data in one of these softwares only. Yeah, am I clear? So that we do not know. You need to know one thing, that anytime whenever you purchasing any product, so whenever you go to movie or whenever you apply for Aadhaar card, the passport number, your data is going to be captured by one of the applications, and all this data will be stored in one of the servers. Yeah, am I clear? So now today, what we're going to be doing, we are going to be understanding the primary focus is that what is the size of the data that IT industry is going to be bringing it to you, right? Let us understand today what is the size of the data the IT industry is going to be bringing. Yesterday, I spoken about two more points. What is the data analytics? Data analytics is also called as a business intelligence. Understanding the past or reporting the past is called as data analytics. People will give you historical data, old data to you. They will be able to ask you a lot of questions. What was my sales in India last 5 years? What was the last year Diwali sales? What about iPhone 15 sales last year, because 16 is released today, right? So last year, what is the sales of let us say Sony Bravia TV, worldwide. Like that, companies wanted to know their revenue, their profits. So all the questions are asked on the past data, right? If you ask any questions on the past data, that is what is called data analytics. What is the crime rate in India last 5 years, right? How are the expenses and income in Tirumala Tirupati temple last 5 years, right? So you talk about past historical data, so that is what is called data analytics, right? So what is AI, artificial intelligence means? Uh, Predicting the future. I wanted to know what will be my sales in India next 5 years. Or the American Apple company wanted to know, or Tesla company wanted to know what will be my sales in US next 5 years. So based on the predictions, they are going to be manufacturing the cars, right? If there is no demand, if I simply manufacture the car, if nobody is buying it, then definitely I lose my money, right? If I wanted to manufacture the cars, I have to predict something, right? So government of India predicting the obesity rate in India, right? Because of obesity rate is increasing in India, so the pharma companies will decide how many percent of the people will be getting into diabetics, how many percent of the people may die because of obesity, how many people get into a cardiology arrest or cardiac problems. So like that, government of India will be releasing the data. Based on that, the pharma companies are going to be manufacturing the drugs. Clear? So who will be giving? So all the predictions can be done by the AI and ML systems. Clear? This is also called as a data science system. So if you want to get into IT industry, either you can learn data analytics today or data science today. One more thing, so that is data engineering. I will be able to talk about it, but data engineering will understand later. So data science, don't go into this directly. It will be taking a minimum 1.5 years to complete heavy coding, stats, maths, Python, lot of programming you need to know. We have this course in Go Online Trainings as well. If you wanted to study this course, you can also study. And one of the faculty from Chandrayaan project, Mr. Raviteza, is handling this, and is currently working for one of the top MNCs in Hyderabad, and he's taking care of AI course with us. And we have a data analytics, and that I'm going to be taking, and even data engineering also I'm taking. So you can plan for simple means you can join this kind of a course, either data analytics, no coding or low coding, or even data engineering will have medium level of coding. So this kind of a courses you can complete within 3 months, right? So you can work for data analytics in the IT company for 1 or 2 years or 3 years, and after that you can jump into your, the future courses. If you wanted to jump into this, you can jump later, because these are complicated. So lot of time, lot of money you need to invest, right? I strongly recommend don't go to AI directly, right? All these skills, whatever you're learning as part of data analytics, as part of data engineering, will be used as part of data science. Yeah, am I clear? So don't never jump into this until and unless you're very brilliant and you can do hard work, means blindly you can jump into this. Otherwise, don't go into this. Today, we'll understand what is data engineering. Before that, I wanted to know what is the size of the data each company will have, right? I'm talking about my company. My company every month is going to be getting 1,000 inquiries on the courses. So the total data size may be kilobyte or megabyte per month. I will be able to get 5 MB of data. So what is the size I'm going to be getting? 5 MB of the data every month. So this data I will be able to store in Excel sheet. I will be able to store the data. After storing the data, I will be able to also process the data. For example, I wanted to tell you that I have some data of students' inquiries. Let me open this. So whenever you call our office, what my office team is going to be doing, they're going to be giving you serial number, and they're going to be giving you what is the name of the student, Raj, what is the course you wanted to have, gender, male or female, date of inquiry, phone number, email address, like that, lot of information the company, my team is going to be capturing. If you pay the peak, for example, you paid some 1,000 rupees here, you paid some 2,000 rupees here. So this people have paid, let us say, some 1,300 rupees here. So what is the fee we have collected, and what is the paid date? Like that, we have some data, right? All the data I'm going to be storing, not me, the call center of my team is going to be storing every month 1,000 inquiries. But end of the month, I have to create a report and submit to my boss, right? So I'm going to be creating a report here. And the reporting, what normally we do, we are going to be creating what is called as a we are going to be creating this kind of a report manually. So in the report, we're going to be mentioning 2021 year. It is a past data. January, how many people have joined for Power BI? How many inquiries for MSBI? How many inquiries for SQL? How many inquiries for Python? How many inquiries for DevOps or Azure? Like that, manually, we are going to be counting. We'll go, we're going to be counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. We're going to be applying a filter and try to create a report in the next page. And this is what we're going to be giving. Like that, fee collected. What is the total fee collected in the Power BI? 20,000. MSBA 18,000. Like that, we are going to be manually writing the data here. So this is what is called a data, and this is what is called a report, or you can call this as a summary. Clear? So what you do, you are going to be writing the data in somewhere, and you're also processing the data. Processing means creating a beautiful report. Yeah, am I clear? So who's going to be doing a Excel? People who know Excel very well. So those people are recruited in my Go Online Trainings company. Those people are doing the processing manually, right? I can do this activity very, very easily when you have a less amount of data. Now, thinking about, I have a company like Amazon.com. Amazon company is going to be getting every month lakhs or millions of sales. It is not in the this one KBs, it will be in GBs, right? When you have data in GBs, for example, every month they may be getting some 200 or 500 GB of data per month. I'm talking about. So this much of a data you will not be able to store in Excel, right? Excel will fail. This is where I'm going to be using SQL or database management softwares or RDBMS softwares only to store the data. Clear? We are going to be using SQL RDBMS tools to process to store the data. Processing purpose, we are going to be using a language. Okay, language can be either C, C++, Java, .NET, Python. One language you need to take. This is a huge amount of data we are talking about, right? This kind of a data you will not be able to keep in Excel sheet, because Excel sheet cannot support large amount of data size. That is the problem. For example, I wanted to go to supermarket, I will go by a bike. But I wanted to go to Vizag, Vishakhapatnam from Hyderabad. It is 500 kilometers or miles. Can I take a bike and go? Answer is no. Why? Because bike is not a right tool. What I'm going to be using, either a train or a bus, or I take my car and go. So utilizing the proper tools are very, very important. When you have a more distance, less, data, I can use Excel. More data means I'm going to be using what? SQL or RDBMS. Clear? So what are the RDBMS tools I was talking about yesterday? We have given all these things. Clear? any one of these tools companies are going to be using to store your data. So you need to understand that any one of these tools you will be able to use. Either you can use Oracle, SQL Server, Netezza, MySQL, that is a free software, Teradata, Sybase, any one software you will be able to use and try to store your data. That is the point you got to understand. So many people think that data is stored somewhere, but where? So one of these tools can be used for the processing. People can use C or C++ or Java, blah blah blah. Any language you can use it, right? So when you have this much of a millions of data every month coming in, so storing the data in Excel sheet will be difficult. So people have to use RDBMS or SQL softwares. So when you have more and more data, for example, every month you're getting 500 GB of data into 12 months of data, it will become what? 6,000 GB of data. When you convert, it will become 6 terabytes of data into 10 years of data. I wanted to store, it will become 60 terabytes of data. So slowly, every month Amazon is getting this much of a data, but after 10 years it will become not in the GBs, it will become the data in the terabytes. When you have a terabytes of data, you cannot use this kind of a softwares. We are going to be using a software called, so I'm talking about now not millions of data, it is billions of data or crores of data. So what is 1 billion means? 1 billion means is equivalent to how many crores? 100 crore, right? 1 million means 1 million means 10 lakhs. 1 million means what? 10 lakhs. 1 billion means 100 crore. When I'm getting every month 500 GB of data, slowly it will become billions and crores of data. It is not a GB, it is a terabyte. I'm talking about today store 60 terabytes of data, right? So normal SQL systems will fail. We are going to be using a specialized software called data warehousing softwares or tools. Clear? To store your data. So when you have this much of a data, 60 terabyte of data, I'm going to be talking about. What is the size? I'm talking about terabytes of data after 10 years. This data can be stored in data warehouse, where space house. You should not write like that, or you should not write like this also. Data warehouse. No, data warehouse is a single word. Clear? If you wanted to store this much of a data, we can use data warehouse. So processing, computing cannot be done using it, language. In this case, the companies have started using BI, business intelligence softwares have been introduced into the IT industry. Why? So much of coding you have to write C, C++, Java, even Python. Everybody is learning it today, or you may be learning a .NET. Any language when you use, you have to write so much of a coding. When you have so much of a data, terabytes of data getting accumulated. So I wanted to create a computing or the processing without writing a single piece of code. So that is when business intelligence tools, nothing but data analytics. Business intelligence is also called as data analytics, understanding the past in simple words, right? So this kind of a tools being introduced into the market. As I told you, so if you wanted to go to Vishakhapatnam, 500 kilometers from Vizag, I'm going to be choosing a car or a bus or the train. Now I wanted to go to Dubai or US, right? So data is more, the distance is more. If you wanted to go to US from India, can I take a train and go or a car and go? No, 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 no. I have to take a flight and go. So when the distance is more, the trains or the bus cannot be used. You have to, think about different tools. Like that, people have given data warehousing tools to store the data, and BI tools have been introduced to process your data. Clear? So that is a story. If you wanted to go to America from Hyderabad, you have to go by a flight, right? So that is how you need to understand data warehousing is completely a bigger hardware. If you ask me what is a data warehouse as a layman terminology, I'm going to be telling you data warehousing means large hardware you will buy. What is the size? Not your laptop configuration. It will be very big hardware. Inside that, we're going to be installing again SQL software only. Remember, for example, I will give you one example. I have 4 GB of RAM in my computer. I have i3 processor and I have 1 terabyte of hard disk in my laptop. In my computer, I'm going to be installing SQL. SQL means what? Any software, Oracle, SQL Server, MySQL, Teradata, any software when you install, what is the maximum data I can store? Hardware capacity is 1 terabyte. So in my laptop, this is my lappy. Okay, this is also computer. Lappy means a computer, right? So what is the maximum data I can store? Only 1 terabyte. But other hand, I'm going to be buying 1000 GB of RAM. This is the RAM capacity. Okay, this is the RAM capacity I'm going to be talking about, and 100 i3 or i5 processors. Okay, not only one processor, and 100 terabyte of hard disk I'm going to be having. This is the hard disk. So when you install SQL in this machine, so what is the maximum data you can store? Maximum data, 100 terabyte of data it can store. This machine is called as a data warehousing machine, right? If you install Oracle in this machine, it will become Oracle data warehousing machine. If you install SQL Server software and the bigger hardware, it will become SQL Server data warehousing machine. Clear? So data warehouse is not a separate software. What you got to understand, you have to buy bigger hardware. You have to buy bigger hardware. So if I install SQL means you may be installing Oracle, you may be installing SQL Server, you may be installing a DB2, any SQL software you will be able to install it, right? But since it is having a bigger hardware, so this is going to be taking large amount of data. So I would like to store 60 terabytes of data after next 10 years, right? So I can buy a bigger hardware today. I will be able to install the software so that I can call this as a Oracle data warehousing machine, right? Or I can say this is a Oracle or SQL Server data warehousing machine, like that. So what is a data warehouse? As a layman point of view, I'm explaining, but data warehouse will have a lot of other configurations as well that I can discuss with you later. You have to know what is a data warehouse. So 10 hours of classes, I'm going to be giving it to you free. So don't worry about it, right? But if somebody asks you what is a data warehouse means, large hardware where SQL is installed. Yeah, am I clear? So when you have this much of a data, we cannot write so much of a coding. People asked IT industry, hey, give me some tool where I don't want to code anything. So people, IT industry is given lot of tools, SAP BI, right? We have SAS BI, then we have Oracle BI. Many tools have been introduced. After that, Microsoft has given a tool called MSBI. It is a Microsoft being tool. After that, you have a tool called Tabular BI, and currently we have a tool called Power BI. Right? Lot of tools have been there in the IT industry. Not only Power BI, Tableau BI, MS BI. BI means data analytics, data analysis, right? Now, these many tools have been given. Let us understand these three tools first. Okay? SAP BI, Oracle BI, SAS BI. These tools are completely going to give you only one tool, that too reporting a tool, right? And these are very costly and complex to implement and learn, right? This was a story earlier. This was a story earlier. SAP BA, SAS BA, OBA, right? But Microsoft is came into the industry in year 2005. What they told, I will give you three tools, not only one tool, right? It is called Microsoft BI, Business Intelligence. One is called SSIS, and second one is called SSAS. Third one is called SSRS. This is a ETL tool, and it is a analysis tool, right? It is a analysis tool, and SSRS is a where you will be able to create a beautiful reports without coding. So these tools are completely no coding softwares. Microsoft started giving for free or one third cost of the above tools. What are the above tools we're talking about? So these tools, SAP BA, SAS BA, all these tools have been introduced into the market in year 2000. Am I clear? So Microsoft is given, and Microsoft has a big brand. Because of the branding, MSBA is implemented all over the world. Clear? What is a ETL? What is SSAS? What is SSRS? Everything I'll be talking about in tomorrow's class. Tomorrow, Sunday, Monday class, I'm going to be explaining. So don't worry about it. Clear? So, if you wanted to create a report, what normally we do, we are taking the data in Excel and we are manually creating this. And you can also take this kind of a data, create a beautiful visualizations in your Excel also. For example, I go to Excel, I can click on insert, I can click on this kind of a chart where I will be able to create a beautiful chart. Clear? So, creating the textual data and convert into a beautiful visualizations can be done with the help of Excel also. But the problem with the Excel is very, it can handle small amount of data. You can create a beautiful reports here. This is what is called reporting and visualization means. Clear? So Excel is a number one reporting tool. Excel is a number one visualization tool. Excel belongs to Microsoft, right? Excel belongs to Microsoft, but only problem with the Excel is it cannot accommodate the data, more and more data. And Excel where you have to do lot of things manually. You cannot automate it. Now we are talking about Chat GPT. We are talking about AI. We are talking about lot of other things, right? So more automation is needed today. More automation is needed today. So nobody is going to be using Excel sheets and everything today. So Excel also you can create a beautiful reports. So you can simply store the data in one sheet, and the second sheet manually you need to count this kind of a values. Now you will be able to create a beautiful report. Now easily people can understand. Number one, Power BI. Number two, SQL. Number three, MSBI. Python is completely low, inquiries we are getting it. So by taking the data, what is that you do? You analyze the data. What is that you're going to be analyzing? Which course where we are getting less number of inquiries. So why are you analyzing? Because if you analyze, you'll come to know where we are lagging, where we are not doing. Clear? So data analytics means understanding the past. Okay, this is my past 2021 data. I'm going to be comparing. So what is the issue here? The Python is not doing well. So I wanted to call for a meeting as a CEO of the company. Why Python is not at all moving? Why Python is not at all moving? Why DevOps is also not at all moving? I wanted to compare. I would like to compare. So by taking the past data, CEO of the company or the sales managers is going to be comparing why the sales is coming down. What is the problem with the, this kind of a courses, or why Apple iPhone last year sales and current year sales, they're going to be taking the data and comparing last quarter one sales, quarter two sales, quarter three sales. Like that, many sales managers wanted to have this kind of a reports. They will not be able to create on their own, right? Amazon company will have 5,000 sales managers. Tata Motors will have thousands of sales managers. The companies wanted to take their data and they wanted to analyze how the sales in the last quarter or the before a quarter or last year and current year or last 5 years, South India versus North India. right? So like that, people are going to be analyzing their data. So how do you analyze? How can they analyze? They cannot work with the data, so they are going to be recruiting a data analyst, that is you. You will be recruited in Tata Motors. Tata Motors sales data will be given it to you. The data will be stored maximum time, 99% of the time, in SQL and data warehousing only. They will not have the data in Excel sheets. Am I clear? So this kind of data will be given. So they will ask you what kind of a report they wanted to have. They will give you a lot of requirements. Tell me month-wise sales. Give me month-wise, product-wise sales, or month-wise category-wise sales. For example, petrol, diesel, EV sales, South India sales, North India sales, right? And within India sales, within last quarter sales, last year sales, last month sales, lot of reporting requirements will be given by the sales managers of Tata Motors to you. They will give you the data when you join Tata Motors company. So you have to know how to get the data from SQL, how to use different tools and create this kind of a metrics and the reports, and you need to submit. We cannot use Excel sheets in those bigger companies because data will be huge data. Am I clear? So what normally we're going to be doing, we are going to be using so a tool called a data warehousing tools, or SQL tools, or BA tools we're going to be using. So like that, people are started using this kind of a tools. These are very, very good tools when you compare with Excel, right? Now the problem with the MSBI is at least some coding you need to write, not very coding, some little bit of coding you need to write. But afterwards, there's a company called Tableau BI, right? MSBI is launched 2005, and after that there is a launch for Tableau BI, I think 2021. So there's a company called Salesforce company. This company, Salesforce company, launched this product, and this company told it is a self-service BI. What is a self-service BI? Any non-technical people, non-tech guys, or non-technical people can create a beautiful reports. It can store large amount of data. That is what they have told. So all the companies started using SSRS or Excel or this kind of a tools. Everybody started buying this Tableau BI. Why? Self-service BI. What is the meaning of self-service? Without technical guy support, you will be able to create a beautiful reports. For example, Maggie noodles. Anybody can prepare a Maggie noodle, right? Without any mother's help or the chef help, you will be able to create a Maggie noodles, right? So that is self-service prepared food. Like that, any MBA guy, any sales manager, or any accountant, any accounts manager, without having a technical guy support, they will be able to create a beautiful reports. Data may be coming from anywhere, doesn't matter. It is a self-service BI is launched in the IT industry by Salesforce company. Because of this, completely, this SSRS is from Microsoft Business Intelligence software. This is completely gone. These are gone. These softwares are gone because of MSBA. Right today, Microsoft SSRS is gone because of Tableau BI. So immediately, what has happened? Power BI Power BI. So it is launched by which company? It is Microsoft Power BI, right? 2015, Microsoft has launched this in the worldwide. So same thing, they have copied and pasted. So what is the logic here? It is also self-service BI tool, right? So Power BI is launched in the month of January 2015 by Microsoft worldwide. Self-service BI, any non-technical guys can prepare the beautiful reports and the visualizations. It can accommodate any kind of a data. And because of the branding, because of the branding, and Microsoft kills other organizations because it is very, very cheaper, very, very cheaper. And because of this, many companies started using Power BI today, and Tableau BI is gone. Clear? So instead of SSRS reporting tool, so companies started using a Power BI tool, right? They use SSIS and SSAS, and they don't use SSRS, or people may use SSRS, or reporting purpose, Power BI is going to be used worldwide. Clear? So like that, Microsoft is killed, Tableau BI, and today Power BI is rocking. Let me just go. And guys, people who are new, I strongly recommend to fill the form. I have given you this form in the chart window. Guys, please fill the form. I want to go to uh, Google Trends, right? Google Trends is a software. It can give you what is the current market. I would like to click on Explore. Here I'm going to be writing Power BI software, Microsoft Power BI. I'm going to be writing comparison with the Tableau BI. Tableau software. I'm going to be comparing. So it is a red in color, a blue in color. You can see. So Power BI is more demand. This red color will be Tableau BI, right? So like that, in which state Power BI interest for Microsoft Power BI, which state what it is going to be giving you in India itself. Clear? You will be able to see this kind of a trend. So Microsoft Power BI versus a Tableau BI. Clear? Tableau software. So you can go and pass 12 months data. I'm analyzing only in India. Like that, worldwide you can analyze this data. Clear? So a lot of things you can do. The site is called Google Trends, trends.google.co.in. I'm going to be using. So you can use any kind of a softwares. Clear? So end of the day, you have to know why Power BI has become so popular means because it is a Microsoft brand. It is more easy, more cheaper than the Tableau BI. Tableau BI is very costly. This company name is called Salesforce company. Clear? So when you have so much of a data, so we can use BI tools and everything. So if you see, Excel sheets started using in 1960s onwards. Spreadsheets are launched, and SQL is launched. When SQL is launched, 1970s, right? 1970s. This is launched. Languages have been started in 1940, 50, 60. We got C, C++, Java languages, right? And after language only SQL started prepared. Clear? First language the IT industry is invented, then the SQL. Now data warehousing is introduced into the market in 1990, right? So this was the story. Now BI tools have been introduced in the year 2000. Am I clear? So BA tools have been introduced in year 2000. Self-service BA tools have been introduced 2010 onwards. Clear? So that is the reason Power BI has become so powerful. If you wanted to learn Power BI, compulsorily you need to know SQL Server. Compulsorily you need to know data warehousing. Clear? Compulsorily you have to know what is SSIS or ETL, what is SSAS. Power BI is going to be self-service BI tool. We can create a reports and a visualizations. Clear? So all of them we are going to be learning as part of our syllabus. Now, so this was a story from year so till 2000. So 19 let us say 1920 to year 2000. This was a story in the IT industry. 1920, Charles Babbage invented the computer. After that, lot of things have been added till year 2000. This was a story. But after year 2000, clear? After year 2000, what is happened? After year 2000, what is happened? So we are talking about internet is completely available to all people. Hardware, computer hardware became so cheaper, right? Everybody is having internet hardware so cheaper, and the social media is so slowly launched in the year 2001 and 2. before Facebook, we have used Orkut, right? With a lot of social media got introduced. Because of that, suddenly there is a data, big size data started coming in. It is called as a big data platform. Clear? So, from I'm talking about from 1920 to this, it is completely small data. They are not very much big data, small data year 2000 till 2000, but 2000 onwards, big data started coming in. So this kind of a data, if you wanted to store, so what is the data? Petabyte, zettabyte, yottabyte of data. We are talking about yottabyte of data. This data is called as a big data. So to store this data, so these systems cannot be used, right? So these systems cannot be used. So we have to use a system called Hadoop software has been used by the IT industry, and it can also process your data. Clear? When you have a large amount of data, your existing system cannot be used. So people started using Hadoop. So Hadoop is the invention of a company called Apache. Apache Software Foundation, right? This foundation is invented a software called Hadoop software, which can handle any amount of data. This is what is called big data. The big data name given by Google company. Google company, knowing that because Google company launched Google, so many people are searching and lot of social media activities are happening. Lot of sensors data also getting captured, and large amount of data the companies are getting. But we do not know how to store the data. Big data we don't know how to store. So immediately Google company is started about how can we store large amount of data. So I'm able to go to Dubai. I am able to go to London. I'm able to go to USA via flight using a flight. But I wanted to go to Moon and I wanted to go to Mars. So people started using a rocket, right? So rocket is the new invention. That is the Hadoop. Hadoop software is the new invention. It can support any kind of a data, large amount of data. You can use. You can go to Moon or you can go to Mars, any kind of any distance today we have, simply we are talking about a rocket. Clear? When the distance is more, we are using a rocket, but rocket cannot be used to go to US or to go to America, right? So people will be laughing at you. Even though you're rich, you have to go by a car. You cannot take a rocket and go. So depends upon the size of the data. You may use Hadoop, you may use a data warehousing, you may use this one, that one. That's what you have to know clearly. Okay. So now Hadoop is the software released into the market by Apache Software Company. It is first 2003. Google has given a big paper. Google has given a big paper on the large amount of data, how to store the data, how to process the data. In 2006, the software, Apache Software Company released it. But big data concept is been given by Google company in 2003. Clear? 2006, they have Apache Software Foundation has taken Google's input and they have created this, and this is a completely free software, right? Only hardware you have to buy, free software. Bigger hardwares you can buy. So when you go to data centers, when you go to data centers today, so data center worldwide, so these are called data centers, right? So in the data centers, you will have all these bigger machines, right? When you click on this, so this may be any machine. This may be your it may be a data warehousing machine. It may be Hadoop machine. We don't know. All of the machines are going to be installed, and these we can use, and we will be able to, store our data. So all the bigger machine, Hadoop machine, or SQL Oracle machine, or maybe data warehousing machine, all of them are available where in the data centers. Clear? Data is going to be stored. Am I clear? So these are the bigger missions IT companies are going to be establishing in Hyderabad, Chennai, Cochin, Singapore. Worldwide, you will have very bigger, machines. These are going to be called as a data warehousing machine, maybe a Hadoop machine, maybe SQL machine. We do not know. All these are available where? In your data centers. Am I clear? Who's going to be maintaining the hardware? Who's going to be maintaining the software? A bigger companies like a Google company, Microsoft company, all the companies are going to be maintaining the data centers. Clear? If you wanted to store your big data today, we are not going to be buying our own hardware. What normally we do, we go to a company like Amazon company, we go to Google company, or we can go to Microsoft company. We ask, I need 5 machines where data warehouse has to be installed. Data warehouse means Oracle need to be installed or something. You give them the configuration, you give you tell them the requirement, they will prepare a hardware for you, they will install a software for you, they will give you this software, and you need to pay every month rental. This is what is called cloud technology. Cloud means what? A rental platform. Remember, cloud means online. Clear? You're not going to be maintaining any bigger hardware today, you're not going to be maintaining bigger software today. Companies are going to be taking the software and hardware for the rental purpose. For example, I wanted to buy a own car. I have to have huge cash, and I have to maintain the salary, have to maintain the fuel. I need to have the insurance for the car and everything. I need to bear it, right? So it is very difficult for me. What I do, I go to Ola, I go to Uber, I can take a rental car. So fuel is going to be maintained by the Ola company. Driver salary will be given by Ola company. Car I am not going to be buying. So I can give my configuration. I need one six-seater, one two-wheeler, one three-wheeler, and 5 outstation cars. Like that, I can book any number of cars today. That is what is called a rental travel accommodation. Clear? Rental travel platform. So cloud means today rental software hardware business. So Amazon is going to be giving you lot of software to you today, lot of hardware to do today. Data warehouse can be cloud. Cloud means rental platform. That is what you need to understand. Clear? So all the machines people were using earlier on their own, but today everything is rental. So now, if you wanted to store your data, as I told you, Excel you can use. So it is very small amount of data. Or you can go in for the SQL. SQL medium size data, right? Medium size data. You can have M size data, small size data. When you have a large size data, data warehousing you can use. Okay. Large data means you can use what? Data warehousing. So these are called completely small data platforms. Even data warehousing is also small data. It is MBs of data. It is GBs of data. We are talking about terabytes of data. Today, we have one more platform called Hadoop or Big Data platform. This platform is completely for the big data, right? If you wanted to store the data, we are talking about 2024 November. So these are the things we are talking about: Excel or double Excel size data. Clear? Extra large data or triple Excel, 5 Excel data. If you wanted to store, we can use Hadoop. You may be having data in Excel or SQL or in here. We are talking about a petabyte of data, zettabyte of data. All this data, where what normally we do, we are going to be taking the data from here, from here, from here. We are going to be developing 2 applications, either BI and AI. AI means artificial intelligence, or BI means business intelligence. Clear? Business intelligence is called as a your data analytics. Clear? If you wanted to run artificial intelligence, or if you wanted to run business intelligence, you have to have the data. Data may be in Excel, data may be in your SQL, data may be in your data warehousing, or data may be in Hadoop today. So worldwide data is going to be there only in these four platforms. Clear? So using this data, we will be able to either perform predictions. AI means going to be performing the predictions. BI means business intelligence, means we're talking about what? Either you can go and analyze the past. How was the sales last 10 years? It is a BI, this one. If you wanted to know how will be the my sales the next 10 years, so that is a prediction. Clear? So Chart GPT is going to be your AI. So the Chart GPT is data coming from Hadoop only today. So large amount of data Chat GPT is going to be using. What is the size in here? It is a 1,000 petabyte of data. It is 100 to 200 Himalaya size of data we're talking about. When you cut the data into DVDs and arrange the DVDs, you will be able to see the size. 500,000 Himalayas size I'm talking about. That kind of a data who's going to be storing today? Big data Hadoop software is going to be storing. When you go to Chat GPT, Chat GPT is what? It is going to be your uh, Chat GPT. Chat GPT is what application? It is a BI application, right? So when you open your Chat GPT, it is an AI application which is going to be getting the data from Hadoop only. Clear? Or a big data Hadoop platform is going to be used, which is going to be giving you the data. So when you have the data, all the people can use. But who's going to be getting the data, cleaning the data, storing the data like this? Somebody has to do this, right? So this data, I have to get it, I need to store it, I need to arrange it, I need to clean it. So that guy is called a data engineer. Clear? Who's going to be getting the data, cleaning the data, storing the data, and centralizing the data? Because data will be everywhere. YouTube data will have not only in YouTube, lot of other applications also you have it, right? For example, Amazon company will have their data not only in Amazon website. So you can use Android mobile phone, so iOS application, Python application, or Android application. Amazon apps are going to be there. When you download and try to install, the data is there in the Amazon app, Amazon Android phone, Amazon iOS phone. So data is everywhere. So data need not be. Amazon will have a call center. Call center will have a separate data. So data is everywhere. End of the day, one Amazon company is going to be giving you data in different places. So you need to collect the data, clean the data, store the data. If it is a bigger data, means Hadoop. If it is small size data, means we can store them in the data warehousing. If it is still smaller size data, SQL. So Amazon call center data may be in available Excel sheets, right? End of the day, all the data we have to take it, we need to clean it and keep it ready, so that your AI application or data analytics applications can take your data, can analyze your data. Clear? That is what you need to understand. So AI needs large amount of data. Why AI is becoming so popular today? Because AI is invented in 1859. It is not a new invention. But why AI was not so popular that time? Because AI needs a large amount of data. Companies are not ready. Companies were not ready with that kind of a data earlier. That is the reason AI is not so popular. Clear? So AI needs not so popular that time. So AI needs a large amount of data today. You may be working with the data engineering team. You may be working with the cloud technologies. Cloud means what I told you. Completely rental hardware, software platforms. Cloud means you should not be thinking something else. Clear? Rental hardware, software businesses are called, cloud technologies. We have Ola company, Uber company is going to be giving you lot of cars for rental, right? Like today, we have Microsoft Azure, Amazon AWS, Google, cloud. All of them are available today. Azure company means Microsoft brand. AWS, Amazon Web Services means Amazon company. What are they doing? They are going to be giving you hardware, software for the rental. Clear? When you're learning Azure, you're not going to be learning anything new today. You should know how to, take a rental hardware and start utilizing it. Clear? Azure Java means Java is installed on the rental platform. So Azure SQL, what is the meaning? Azure company is going to be giving you a hardware and they will be able to install SQL. SQL means Oracle, SQL Server, some software they will be installing and giving it to you. Maybe one machine, 1,000 machine, they can give it to you for rental. Every month rental you need to pay it to them. That is the meaning of normal SQL. Normal SQL means you are going to be installing in your laptop. Clear? Or companies have to buy a bigger hardware and they need to maintain the hardware there. For example, State Bank of India wanted to maintain State Bank of India data. One thing that they need to buy 1,000 hardwares, 1,000 machines they need. So they need to buy the hardware, they need to buy the software, somebody has to install it, somebody has to maintain. 24 by 7 power supply had to be given. That will be big difficulty for a State Bank of India to maintain all of them. What they do, instead of maintaining their own hardware, own means on premises hardware and software, today they can go to Amazon company or they can go to Azure company. They'll ask you, give me 1,000 hardware, give me 1,000 software. You have to configure like this, and we are going to be using. So Azure company means Microsoft company is going to be giving you every month subscription amount, right? Every month billing amount you will be able to get it. So the company State Bank of India will be paying the bill. That is what is called cloud technology. Cloud means what? Software, hardware for rental. You need only hardware, yes, take it. You need hardware and software, you take it. Hardware, software, data, everything we are going to be maintaining. Azure company will tell, or Google company will tell, or Amazon company will tell you like that. So anything you can take it for a cloud. Cloud means that. Clear? So cloud technologies means what? In simply, cloud people are going to be maintaining bigger data centers, and you're going to be taking the computers for the rental purpose. Am I clear? So you have to know why BI is so powerful, why AI is so powerful, because we have so much of a data. People who are building this kind of a bigger softwares and maintaining, these people are called data engineering team. They will be collecting the data, then cleaning the data, and it depends upon the data size, they will be able to store the data. Clear? You go to the supermarket and buy a lot of vegetables, and after that, what you do? You're going to be cleaning the vegetables. After that, you're going to be storing the vegetables in the refrigerator, right? Depends upon the size, you're going to be choosing a small refrigerator, bigger refrigerator, or bigger rooms can be a cold rooms you can have, so that you can store large amount of vegetables and meat, whatever you would like to store, fruits, blah blah blah. End of the day, collecting the data, cleaning the data, storing the data, that is what is the responsibility of data engineering team. Am I clear? So tomorrow no class. Monday I will be able to talk about what is SSIS, what is SSAS, what is SSRS, what is ETL. I will be able to talk about from Monday. So before closing the session, I want to give you SQL Server history. It is a Microsoft RDBMS software. Let me give you the history. It is from the Microsoft company, right? So SQL Server is a 1.0 we have in 1989. It is a completely SQL Server and DBMS software or RDBMS software. So the next version got released 5.0, then you have 7.0, then 2000. Till it is a completely RDBMS software which can store the data. But today, so 2005 got released in the year of 2005. In that, we have not only RDBMS or DBMS software. In this year, Microsoft is added MSBI in this software only. SSIS, SSAS, SSRS is included in this. Clear? If you ask me what is SSIS, so it is nothing but SQL Server Integration Services. Okay. What is this? We will be able to talk about it tomorrow's class. It is ETL tool, right? The next tool is called SSAS. AS means analysis tool. Tomorrow I'm going to be talking about this. All these are going to be used, which is a analysis tool where we are going to be creating a lot of cubes. That is the second one. All these things we're going to be talking about in tomorrow. This is what is called a reporting tool. We can create a lot of visualization charts and everything with the help of this tool. This is a reporting and visualization tool. So SQL Server 2005. So this has not only RDBMS but also MSBI. Lot many versions got installed. 2008 released, 2012, 2015, 14, right? 2017 and 2019. Current version is 2022. I'm going to be giving you either 2019 or 2022. You have to install in your computer because you need to learn SQL Server on premises. So when you install anything in your computer, when you have your own laptop, which is on premises, software. So on premises means you need to have the laptop hardware ready and you need to install the software on your own. So what software I'm going to be giving it to you? I'm going to be giving it to you 2019 and 2022. This we're going to be installing on Tuesday. Monday, I'll be talking about what is ETL, what is analysis, what is the reporting, what is the data warehousing. All of them we are going to be talking about on Monday. So these are the things that you're going to be, learning as part of our syllabus. Clear? So SQL Server, Power BI, SSIS is a ETL tool, 25 days. Data warehousing is a 10 days. SSAS is a 5 days. You need to know. So total duration of the data analytics course will be first 2 months, November and December. We're going to be planning to learn SQL Server, Power BI parallelly. And the third month, I'm going to be, having SSIS and data warehousing and SSAS. And afterwards, I'm going to be giving you free project as part of data warehousing. You will get a free project that you need to do it on your own. And a lot of assignments are going to be starting from after 1 week. You will have a lot of complex assignments are going to be given. So totally, as part of data analytics, we are not only learning Power BI, you can learn a Tableau BI, Power BI, any reporting tool you can learn. But a Tableau BI, I'm not going to be teaching, and I'm going to be teaching you Power BI. So Power BI is a self-service BI. So anybody can learn this tool. But why are we learning SQL Server? Uh, if you know Power BI, that is sufficient, right? If you only know Power BI, you cannot get a job, right? So Power BI developer or a data analyst have to know SQL Server because 60% of the interview questions are going to be asked in the interview only from the SQL background. Remaining 40% from Power BI, SSIS, blah, 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 data warehousing and SSAS. So you have to prepare SQL Server heavily, right? You cannot say, sir, I know basics of SQL. Sir, I have learned from Udemy. I have a lot of, knowledge. I have studied in my college means you cannot crack the interview. I'm telling you right away. Whatever you have learned in your school days, that you need to forget and try to learn from whatever I'm teaching from my material only. You need to practice, otherwise you cannot crack not even a single interview, I'm telling you, because SQL is the backbone for the IT industry. SQL is the backbone for data engineering, data science, or data analytics. SQL is the backbone. SQL means either Oracle, SQL Server, one tool perfectly from very, very basic level to advanced level. You need to know data analytics means we are going to be conducting these 5 courses as part of data analytics. When you go outside, they will teach you unnecessarily Python, unnecessarily Excel sheets. They are going to be teaching you Python and Excel is not at all needed now. If you want to become a data engineer or a data science, you have to learn Python. Otherwise, for the data, as a data analyst, you can learn these 5 courses. That is more than sufficient. Don't you know we don't need Python as of now, or Excel also not needed. If you know Excel, that is good, but these are the things we are going to be giving. And with this technology, Mukesh cracked 23 lakhs Akshay cracked, right? So 23 lakhs. Many people have cracked 20 lakhs. Earlier, they were getting only 20,000 rupees per month, right? 20,000 rupees guy, because of one skill, they got 16 lakhs package. People will not ask you, I'll give you only 30% of the hike. I'll give you only 100% of the hike. Your current salary only 20,000 rupees. I'll give you 40,000. Nobody will tell you, because they knew data analyst is very uh, hot skill today. Clear? When you go to naukri.com or indeed.com and Google it as a Power BI developer, all the skills are going to be asked. Clear, guys? So tomorrow is holiday. Day after tomorrow is the final day. So Monday we are going to be connecting with the same meeting ID. We are going to be continuing what is ETL, what is data warehousing. All of them will understand. So hope you have enjoyed this class. Thank you so much and happy Diwali once more, guys. If you have any questions, you are welcome now. Right?